Good evening, KP Heathen. How are you doing? Heathen, if I ever sent you a follow-up goodie box of extras, Uncle Al, die bullfrog. I'm glad you got a lot of yard work done. I've been helping the wife a little bit. She went over to Harbor Freight and bought an auger, gas-powered auger, for a couple $100. Managed to get the thing started once. I don't know. I am tired of yanking. Yeah, I'm sorry about what happened to you. That's not good. I liked your little short. You used one of those little sterno camp stoves like I did in my video, and heated some water for coffee. Three in the house and 3 likes. I think I'm going to do a video, KP, of a box of extras, which I will send you. You still have the same mailing address? And I'm going back to work tomorrow, so maybe next weekend when I do it. But I'll let you know when I get ready to send it. Broke his new coffee mug. Fell down some stairs. He said, yeah. He says, I broke my coffee mug, fell down some stairs, and peed on myself. And I'm so glad he didn't have any broken bones. But I thought the peeing was funny. Oh, God. It's like that, Braveheart. You know, Braveheart, you know, the Scots with their kilts and everything, talks about peeing his kilt. Everybody's talking about peeing their kilts, you know. And I thought of Uncle Al. That's horrible. Yep, scared to pee out of him. At least it wasn't a number 2. Oh, dear God. I don't know. You have to laugh about stuff like that. I laugh at myself all the time. I laugh at other people, but I laugh at myself just as much or more. I'm so sorry about that, Uncle Al. Yeah, it is embarrassing. That would be embarrassing. So, my wife and her getting me to do stuff got me messed up on my live stream yesterday. I thought she was going to get me messed up on my live stream tonight. I could not get that auger restarted. We only got it started once. And I watched a number of videos about it. Hello, Melinda Elliott. I must have jerked that cord a couple of 100 times. My wife says, let me do it, and she can't. She doesn't have the strength. I'm not tall enough. Doesn't have anything to do with height. She just doesn't have the strength to pull the cord. It's not an easy pull. And I'm not near as strong as I used to be. By a long shot, I'm not as strong as I used to be. Used to be I'd jerk those cords. I could jerk the damn thing out of the... jerk it out. Yeah, well, it's a Harbor Freight one. Yeah, I guess it is a garbage one. I told her, need to put it back in the pack, put it back in the box, take it back and exchange it. We don't want it anymore. All right, then get your money back. Yeah, that's what I told her. Might be the effort tomorrow. Take it back. It's a slow evening. So I did a video using a Sterno stove, little folding stove with canned heat to make coffee. Probably 20 views, 22 views. I did my Taco Talk news number 6, talking about federal efforts to secure the border, and we're looking at 20-ish views. My view count's way down from where it was. Hello, mom of 4 boys. And I shouted out about 30 channels in that. I linked about 30 channels for that Taco Talk news video. About 30 channels. Thank you, Uncle Al. Didn't link any channels for the coffee video. Didn't link any channels. Just experimenting to see how many people, when you link them, will actually go to your video. How many people will click on it and go to your video? Maybe half of them did. And these are channels that visit me that have visited me on a regular basis, visit my live streams and such. I don't know. But I'm tired. Tired of pulling that cord. That starter. I like electric starters. I like electric starts. Now I don't have any problems with my lawnmowers. I don't have any problems with my lawnmower. I don't know. Hello, Dave. How's it going? I tell you what, Dave, your channel's growing like a weed. Working on your German. I could give you a few phrases and words. They're not kind ones, but that's sort of the extent of my German. Oh. Yoda's on the road to 10,000 pretty quick. He'll probably be at 10,000 before I'm at 2,000. God bless him. That's just like, Uncle Al's trying to get to 5,000. He's at 2,300 something. He's about 500 or so ahead of me. Just his channel's not growing as fast as it should for the amount of effort. He's got like a full-time job trying to get all that stuff out, doing shorts and doing videos and everything, helping me as much as he does. Taking time to figure out titles and subjects to do. Speaking of subjects, Belinda's Country Living. How you doing, young lady? Well, Uncle Al needs 2,700. No, it isn't. You could have broke your neck. So, let's look at tonight's topic. Today's topic is what's in your go bag, your home bag, or your car bag. What's in your bag? A lot of people overpack their bags without testing it for 3 days. Too many crappy gadgets. Old school, keep it simple. And yet people are found dead holding their smartphones, recording their pitiful deaths. 1, forget to carry, left at home, car, and work. Take notes. Like the guy in Texas, left the bag in the truck, died on the side of the road. Or the 2 idiots hiking in Oregon, wearing shorts and Crocs, left the bag in the hotel room, died from exposure. The family in Utah evacuated from their home, left the bag, went back for it, killed when the disaster happened. Mr. Whistle, how's it going? And Little Lone Prepper. Seven in the house and 10 likes. Well, when you start thinking about a carry bag, you're not trying to carry everything you need to restart civilization. The idea of the carry bag is to get you from point A to point B. And if you're walking, depending on how far it is, it could be a few days. So therefore, What do you need to sustain you for a few days? What do you need to sustain you? So I would say some good walking boots or hiking boots. Depending on the circumstances of where you're at, how you're dressed, do you have a good set of clothes? Some jeans, a couple of t-shirts, long sleeve, good jacket, gloves, good hat, maybe a scarf, clothing wise. Have a extra pair of socks, extra pair of underwear in case you have an accident. Do you have a good knife? Something that you could use for multiple purposes. Good knife. Folding knife or straight knife in a sheath. A map of the area. Do you know how to read a compass? Do you need a compass? A good flashlight. A radio. Weather radio, AM, FM, weather band radio. Batteries. A couple of Mylar blankets. Space blankets, what do you want to say? You do need some water. You do need something to carry water. You need some food bars. Maybe a couple packs of freeze-dried food. A can of sterno, a little sterno stove, some good matches. Something for self-defense. I'm a firm believer in a pistol. I like revolvers. I'm not opposed to semi-automatic pistols, but I'm more of a revolver person. 38 special. You don't want a 38 special, get yourself a 22 Magnum. Maybe an 8-shot 22 Magnum, 3-inch barrel. Something you can use to defend yourself. Close range, close in, out to 15, 20 yards. Yeah, whistle or an air horn. A tarp or a tent. Tarp, some paracord. Walter Davis, how are you doing, sir? Uncle Al likes a machete. Five in the house. Has anybody heard from Utah Mike? He has been AWOL for 2 to 3 weeks, I would think, maybe longer. I heard from Julie West today. She had left a comment. She's over in the UK, in Wales. I was looking at some of her shorts and watched one of her videos. We're off on our times. Right now, I would think it'd probably be fairly late at night for her. How are you doing, Walter? What do you think about your senator, Fetterman? You know, he was really cognitively impaired there for a while. Then all of a sudden now he seems to be fairly functional. Doesn't really dress appropriately, but he seems to have a pretty good head on his shoulders. Uh, he's probably the closest thing to a moderate Democrat I've seen. And he's willing to work with Trump. That probably puts him on the outs with the rest of the Democrats. Seems like their latest talking points is to cuss about everything. They're all now using the F word, the S word. They're all saying DICK. I guess that's their latest strategy, is just to raise hell. Makes the thug types, I guess, makes them happy. I guess that's the part of their party they're reaching out to. Pre-retirement days. Enrique Trevino. Hello, Mr. Trevino. May not stay long tonight. That's fine, Enrique. God bless you. Appreciate you coming in. And pre-retirement days. Pre-retirement's got like 8,000 subscribers. Pretty good sized channel. Nine in the house, 14 likes. Well, I'm at 1861. 1861, the year that the Civil War started. That's the sad thing, is I don't have time to watch all these channels, or at least give them any consistent heavy-duty support. I guess I would need to go back to doing playlists and running live streams to try to give people watch time support. So once again, let me talk about the topic for tonight. Today's topic: what's in your go bag, home bag, or car bag? A lot of people overpack their bags without testing it for 3 days. Too many crappy gadgets, old school, keep it simple, and yet people are found dead, holding their smartphones, recording their pitiful deaths. One, forgot to carry, left at home, car, and work. Take notes, like the guy in Texas. Left the bag in the truck, died on the side of the road. Or the two idiots hiking in Oregon, wearing shorts and Crocs, left in the hotel room, died from exposure. The family in Utah evacuated from their home, left the bag, and went back for it. Killed when disaster happened. Something else. Um, Hygiene. Having wipes. Gotta have wipes. Flushables are nice. I don't flush them, but they're flushables. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. I do not know how that happens. I was watching about 15 minutes of my last live stream, and I looked like a lefty. I looked like a lefty. I don't know. Some of the images that they put up of me, they always seem to find the worst facial expression and use that. I think it's like the algorithm's intentionally trying to hinder my channel. So how's life treating you, Walter? You still there? How goes the foster? How are your foster children? I'd commented that earlier in the week I'd watched one of Melinda's driving videos. She'll get her, I think her daughter to drive her, and then she's doing a stream. I'm using an iPad. That's right. I'm using a 10th generation iPad. For my live stream, I'm using a 12th generation phone to look at the text. One of these days, I might use my Mac to do it. You have a video channel. Oh, Echo's channel. Shoot, she's already past 2,000. She passed me. Highlight my state. Yeah, Mac probably would be better. Have to get away from my wife. She uses the Mac and I use the iPad. Make a video about your state. And the things you love. Prizes. Hello, Mike Crusher. different thumbnails to draw people in. Oh, I don't know. I just know if SHTF happens, I can't imagine how many people will show up at my house wanting me to take care of them. Oh, dear God. Oh, yawning. Tomorrow is Sunday. Got one more day off before I go back to work. Hello, part-time planning. Well, I look forward to watching the videos. Viper GTS certainly has been. He's dropped 6 or 7 videos recently, and I think I've watched all of them. Check Mike Crusher's channel. He hadn't uploaded anything recently. He's like me, he's been lagging on it. That's good, Mike. I'll be looking for it. I would encourage everybody here, I think there's 11 of y'all right now, if you haven't had an opportunity to, look at my coffee video. I did a video using a Sterno camp stove and canned heat to make a cup of coffee. And look at my Coffee Talk News number 6. I did a update on federal efforts along the border. The Trump administration signed a contract to build 7 miles of wall in Hidalgo County, Texas. Now, the state of Texas, under the Lone Star project, they have 11 different areas along the border that they are building wall. And it's just going to take time. It takes time. Got a fresh B case in the mail today. What did that B case set you back, Mike? If it's an inspection date of 2027, probably about a year old, maybe. You got a B case for $95? Well, you got some connections, son, because I'd expect to probably pay about $150. uploading garden shorts. See, I don't I don't upload that many. Like I put my effort in the last couple of days on doing and getting it edited and getting description stuff and up on it. I did 2 videos that that I've uploaded. I did one like the day before yesterday, and then I did one today. And I hadn't been uploading shorts the way I normally would upload shorts, and my shorts have not been getting that many views. Flash food app. gpmrefoods.com. I'll have to try that one. Thanks for that, Mike. Food too good to go. I'm probably going to do another pot roast tomorrow. It'll be the 3rd one this week. Or in the last, since last weekend. Yes, please watch the replay. Leave a nice comment. 10 in the house, 16 likes. Would appreciate it. Yeah, first aid kit in the bug out bag. Need to work on the kid, get her to be more mindful of preparedness. I give her things and I tell her what to do. Sometimes she listens to me. She's still trying to, she's got a job now. She's trying to get her hours in to get her, she's got to get her 3,000 hours, 4,000 hours, whatever it is, so that she can work on her own, where she doesn't have to work under somebody. I used to have to cook massive quantities when my sons were home. Now I can make a regular sized pot of chili and it lasts almost a week. I do a lot of canned chili. Wolf Brand and Hormel, like the meat chili. Just open a can and heat it. Eat it with crackers. Sounds good though. Does sound good. 8 in the house, 16 likes. Thank you for sending me the app, Rachel. Skyline Chili. Yeah, you can't be careless. I'm seeing on the news a lot of, well, I watch a lot of shorts. I try to watch shorts from more conservative sites. And the media is raising hell about these Venezuelans, Colombians that they've been deporting or that they deported. How do you know they're gang members? How do you know they've committed crimes? You know, just absolutely, I don't know. They're real good about talking about cutting police budgets. We don't need the police. But I tell you what, when they're having it, they cry for the police. You know, you get these people who are these uber rich people who are uber liberal and uber whatever, and they start talking about open borders and letting people in and all this stuff, but they got big walls and they got security around their place. You know, interesting the stuff about the cyber pen, Biden and the cyber pen, where they were basically doing pardons and doing stuff in his name using a cyber signature. He probably didn't even know what was going on. A lot of this stuff. I would hope that he was decent enough that that would be the case with some of the stuff that they were doing. They were doing it in his name, that he really didn't know anything about it, that he was a more decent person than some of the crap that they were doing in his name. Hello, Buying Space. How are you doing, Myra? Well, yeah. They killed people. They got gang tattoos and all this stuff. Yep. They catch all these people and, they get them, they deport them, and then they find they've got a wife or a girlfriend or a kid. Oh, they weren't. She wasn't. He wasn't. Good person. And they got a rep sheet as long as your arm. Jill, perhaps. Perhaps, or Hunter. Oh, he's in South Africa right now. South Africa's in the process of doing a lot of bad things to their white population, which is a minority population. Maybe 20% of the population's white. And they're in the process of trying to dislocate them, take their lands, take their, now they want their houses, their property. And they're in a bad way. And I think most of these people probably aren't even armed, so they can't defend themselves. And we've started speaking up Oh, you think with Schumer? That'd be a good one. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Schumer's in the doghouse with the woke, the uber socialist liberals. They're all pissed off at him. Um, they had a few of them that went along with the continuing resolution. And they basically continued things at the rate the Democrats had the previous time they did a continuing resolution. And the Democrats are just complaining about all the cuts. They're cutting. They're cutting. It's for the same amount. I mean, they lie. These people lie. They have no shame. And the sad thing is that stupid people believe them. Yeah, riots and rebellion. A lot of this stuff happening with Elon Musk, the people that are attacking him, they're going after the Teslas. They're saying a lot of that is likely Antifa. And they're starting to catch some of them. And they're going to lock them up, put them in prison, take forever. It'll cost millions of dollars. It'll cost millions of dollars to keep them there. Back in the day, they'd have bounties. Wanted, dead or alive. Well, they used to try to bring them back alive because of the smell. Can you imagine you're out on horseback, and you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you catch somebody? You can shoot them, but then they may be rotted by the time you get them wherever you're trying to get them to get your bounty. No refrigeration. None of the... So they usually try to bring them back, unless they were pretty close, they try to bring them back alive, otherwise they'd shoot them. Back in the old Wild West. So how they used to do it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uncle Al just said careful. Oops, he said it again. Somebody please tell me what I said that would warrant Uncle Al to tell me to be careful. And yes, I am grinning. Eight in the house, 17 likes. Well, I think they're paying. I think they're paying. They agreed to pay $6 million for those 250 odd gang members. They're down there in El Salvador, and that he's got a 40,000 capacity underground prison. They said when you go in, you don't come out. Yeah. You know, they say that, from what I understand, Gene Hackman had been dead for 9 days before they found the body. And I think his wife had been dead a few days before that. I would not have been wanted to be the one to find the bodies. That would not have been pleasant, to say the least. So I would ask, if you have not done so, please watch somebody had asked me to do it, and I forget who it was, but I said I would, and I finally got around to doing it. I did a video using the camp stove to boil water to make coffee. And I used canned heat. You can just use canned sterno. It was a sterno stove, a folding stove, and it took 12, 14 minutes. I didn't time it, but it took 12, 14 minutes. I had some cuts in my video, angles and such, moving it around, so I could, when I did it, I think it was a pretty good job. Likewise, I did Coffee Talk News. I've done a couple of shorts where I showed, like, the price of eggs are down here. We're getting eggs from South Korea and Turkey to supplement for the shortage. And we should have new chickens producing eggs in the next 6 months or so. So we'll be back to where they need to be. We get lots of eggs. My wife, she checks every day for eggs, and we get 10 to 12 eggs a day from the chickens that we have that are producing. 10 to 12 eggs. Sometimes we lose an egg because it's broken. You have a broken egg. We just moved, and I'll do a video of it. We just moved. I'll do a short probably. We just moved the chicks that we had inside. We just moved them out into the new chicken condo, the new coop that we had built. Call it the condo. And I'll do a video probably tomorrow of that. They're getting pretty good sized. It'll still be another 4.5 months, I'd say, before we start getting eggs from them. But once we do, we'll have two different, some older chickens, some midland chickens, and some new chickens, all producing eggs. I went through drive-through at restaurant, 10% surcharge for cost increase of eggs. Well, they were saying 50 cents. Yolanda, Yolola, God almighty, La Yola. Yolanda, thank you for coming. If you're not connected with Yolanda, I would encourage you to connect with her channel. She has got a very good channel. She does a lot of food videos, just like Uncle Al. She also does some beautiful lady exercises, does exercise videos where she shows herself exercising. I would ask you to connect. And Uncle Al says he does duck eggs. Haven't seen any duck eggs. Please feel free to drop your link, Yolanda. And I just joined your channel on my backup channel. 16.3K subscribers. Oh, you did the same thing I did. Ten in the house. 17, 18 likes. Left wing. Whom is left wing? Raccoons. Well, I would have to discourage the raccoons with a shotgun. Wingman? Well, I appreciate a wingman. Well, I was at 1861 right now. 39 to go to hit 1900. I'm inching my way to 2000. Eat the raccoons. Yeah, raccoons are a pain in the butt. Possums, skunks. My dogs killed a skunk. Damn thing sprayed them. House stunk for a week. Yeah, rabies. I wouldn't deal with them. Would not want to deal with them at all. $18 likes, 8 in the house. I will try to put up a new chicken video tomorrow showing the chicks in the new chicken condo. Gotta get my wife to take back that auger that she bought. $200 plus. Damn thing's not working. Only got it started once. Yanked it a couple hundred times. And we started it, and I made one hole and we turned it off. And then I could not get it started again. And I yanked on it probably about 25 or 30 times to get started that first time. And that shouldn't be the case. Raccoon roast. God almighty. All right, Uncle Al. That's good. I'm sure they did. Always find out what Uncle Al has for supper before you go over. If you get an invite, make sure you know what the main course is. God almighty. Well, Uncle Al shot it with his machete. Oh, Lord. We baked them like a turkey with salt and pepper and a few strips of bacon over it. Really good. When you're around Uncle Al, you probably want to lay in a case of roadkill helper. Helps your roadkill make a great meal. Do they smell? I'm sure they do. You know, back in the day, they'd eat anything they could get their hands on because that was food. You know. Great for sandwiches the next day. You're right. Shit. Excuse my French. Okay, guys. I appreciate y'all coming in. I will plan on being back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. It's going to be Sunday. I'll try to get a video out of the chicks and maybe a couple of more. Please give them a view. If you haven't had a chance to look at the one where I did the coffee on the camp stove, please like and leave a comment on that. Also, my Coffee Talk number 6, news number 6, please help me with that. Everybody, when you get up in the morning, thank God for the day. Say the Lord's Prayer, drink your coffee, take your medication, treat people the way you want to be treated. Be prepared. Preparedness is important. And everybody, please have a blessed day. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you and God bless.